Live. Go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joel Jacinto, and I am the business service representative here for the West Adams WorkSource Center, which is owned and operated by the Asian American Drug Abuse Program, or ADAP. And I'm really, really excited to be with you all to talk a little bit about this concept, these ideas of why and voice, two words that we're going to get into. I do want to thank Professor Sandra Bowen and Devin Warbler for inviting me, and Dean Allison Tom from West LA College for inviting me and our WorkSource Center to be part of an information session that hopefully will pique your interest as to why these two courses, effective business terminology and effective business correspondence, might be something that you might want to do. Okay, so here's the deal. My role here at the West Adams WorkSource Center is as a business service representative. So I help employers find qualified and diverse talent. Okay, so I work with employers and I help them find people that want to go to work, people that are going to community college, people that are getting short-term training and education to further their job or their career. So I'm here to help you and support you as well. Is that cool? All right. Our mission and purpose of our organization, the Asian American Drug Abuse Program, or ADAP, which has been around for about 49 years, is to change lives and save families adversely impacted by substance abuse and life's other challenges through a whole person paradigm. And we do this through a variety of services, including employment access or workforce development, or helping people find jobs and careers. We're also guided by our core value that distinguishes ADAP. It's the Hawaiian concept of ohana. And for those of you who've been to Hawaii or know a little bit about Hawaiian culture, ohana means family. Family is our core value here at ADAP, so that every person that comes through the doors as a customer, a client, an employee, or a stakeholder, or a volunteer is bound by these other values of compassion, respect, and responsibility. Okay, that's our why. And I'm going to share with you three kind of concepts that we can go through really quick that hopefully will support and enhance your experience in this wonderful class that we're hoping that you take. Can we do that? Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to see about the next one and see. Okay, so the first idea is about communicating. This is all about terminology and communicating. And this is really kind of just a concept I want to throw out here, is that we're going to share with you, I'm going to share with you this concept of start with why. And start with why, it means kind of starting to communicate from the inside out, from you as a person outward, right? This is the work of a gentleman, popular known speaker and author, Simon Sinek, who says start with why. And so when you are, the opportunity in using this framework, this concept, is starting from your purpose or your why. I shared with you what our organizational why was at ADAP, right? So you can do that. You can think about what your kind of bullseye is, where your motivation, what your purpose is all about. And then around that, that's kind of who you are at the core. Around that is the idea of like how, and how is how you do things, your core values, and how you do your work, or how you live your life as a person. And then on the outer ring, you can also talk at the level and communicate at the level about what do you do? What projects are you working on? Things that are readily apparent for people. But I think the bullseye, y'all, is talking from authentically from you inside as a person. So we always like to say, when you are in the workforce or in your life or anywhere, start with why. Start with what's real and what's authentically you. Okay, so that's the first concept. And to kind of share with you a why statement format, just a little taste of what this is this is a format of a why statement, and it says to blank, which is your contribution in your life, so that blank, and that second blank is the impact that you want to make on the world, right? It's kind of big idea, but I want to introduce it to you, and that we could work on this throughout the course. Simon Sinek's why is this: to inspire people to do the things that inspire them, so that together we can change the world. Now that's something maybe you'd be able to get excited about. I am whenever I read that. So why statements are meant to motivate, to inspire. I hope you guys are motivated too to maybe develop your why statement if you haven't already. All right. Here's another way to do the why statement. If you don't want to be so formal, sometimes when you're talking with people casually, you'll ask, what a question about a person, and a person might say, well, I'm about what? I'm about this. I'm about that. If you were to describe yourself in one sentence, what would you say? And you could use the following prompt by completing the sentence, I'm about this. Boom, boom, boom. If you can answer that, that's kind of a start, right? That's another way of developing your why statement, but you're talking authentically about yourself. Idea number 2, core values. Now we're talking about how you live your life, how you do your work, how you communicate. And after you find your why, living your life on a daily basis at work or at home, core values are so important, right? Core values are the tenets or the principles of how you live your life. They guide your behavior in everything you do, whether it's your personal, your professional, all those aspects of your life. Core values. My core values are they're Filipino and Hawaiian because that's my background, and I have 3 shared identity, or kapwa is the idea of I like to find myself in the other person and understand the other person. We have a shared identity. The second is this idea of kuleana. Kuleana is a Hawaiian word for privilege, responsibility. I have a responsibility to serve others, to take care of my family, to make the world better. That's my privilege in getting to live, right? Be able to do that. The third is kind of a Filipino Hawaiian value that means kagandahang loob, which means I need to have a good motivation of goodness inside. So whatever I do, whatever I think is about being good, about what Hawaiians call being pono or righteous. All right. That's just me, but you have your own. And I'm hoping that you could do this and find yourself and your core values in this course as well. All right. Third thing, finding your voice. We're almost done. Stay with me. Finding your voice. Your voice is authentically your voice. No one has your voice in this world. You are your own person, unique. And so you're a great kind of creation of the creator, of God. So finding your voice is the aspect of 4 things in your life. Your need to live. That's kind of, you got to make a living, right? You got to find a job, got a career, right? So that takes your first L. The second L, or your need in life, is to learn. You need to use your mind, your God-given talents, to be able to move yourself forward. You need to be able to do that. So your need to live, your need to learn, which is your talent. Okay, you need to have passion. You need to love. Everybody needs love, right? You need to be passionate about something, right? And that's something that you need in your life. And the last thing is your need to leave a legacy. And that's this idea of your spiritual contribution. You're conscious about what is really important to you in this life. If you look at the intersection of those 4, right? Your voice is in that intersection. And if you can get in contact and embrace your voice and be able to share it on a daily basis, to be able to connect with other people, well, then we think you'll have a great opportunity in life. And I want to share with you really quick. I want to share with you this poem. It was called Decide to Network, written by a gentleman who was part of the United Nations, Robert Mueller. And it's called Decide to Network. And I'm going to replace that network with this word, decide to connect. Okay. Just bear with me. Decide to connect. Use every letter you write, every conversation you have, every meeting you attend to express your fundamental beliefs and dreams. Affirm to others the vision of the world you want. Connect through thought, connect through action, connect through love. Connect through, because you are the center of the world. You are a free, immensely powerful source of life and goodness. So affirm it, spread it, radiate it. Think day and night about it, and you will see a miracle happen, the greatness of your own life. Because in this world of big powers, media, and monopolies of more than billions and billions of people, connecting with others is the new freedom. It is the new democracy. It is a new and lasting form of happiness. So with that, I'm signing off. Find your voice, start with why. My name is Joel Jacinto, and I'm really happy to be here along with Professor Sandre Bowen, and Devin, and the whole team at West Los Angeles College to help you start with why and find your voice.